best top laner in the NALCS has to be Huni.
Huni because he can still play off meta picks and meta picks very well.
Definitely Licorice because he's just crapping on people.
The best top laner right now would have to be either Huni or Licorice. Sorry, Hanser.
The best top laner of the NALCS has got to be Huni.
Huni's the best top laner because I think he plays a lot of off-meta champions like Yasuo, Gangplank, and Lucian and really makes them work.
You don't get to play on SKT just by being okay. And honestly, he's trashing people on the top lane.
I'm here with Mithy. Congratulations on that win. You guys went from an 0-2 week last week to taking down the toughest team in the league. What was the biggest factor in today's victory?
Guess we just played better. It's hard to say. Best of ones don't really get to let you show how good you are. So I just feel like we were more prepared coming into this week, and I guess it showed.
What was the toughest part for you in that match? Because there were parts where it looked like Huni was taking some of you guys out.
I guess the toughest part was I was just not playing very good against Vladimir, so he got strong. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing they could really do. I think they didn't really have, like, they had winning lanes in theory, but they didn't win hard enough, and their bot lane lost, so it was just pretty much doomed for them.
And we've heard from some of your teammates about addressing some of the communication issues that the team has had from the beginning of the split. What's your take on the issues, and how do you think they're being addressed?
Well, after last week, we had a meeting where we tried to assign each other roles. Basically, during feedback, we know everything we should do better because we have a lot of veterans. Everyone has a lot of good ideas. So we understand what we have to do and what we should have done, but we don't do it in game. So this week, we try to assign roles to everyone in the team so that we get more responsibility. So when something isn't done, then someone is blamed for it. And that way we can, like, address the issues and, yeah, just get better, I guess.
And when you said assigning roles, what was your role specifically?
It's just for different parts of the game and different things. It's hard to pinpoint just one thing. So I guess, yeah.
Well, team morale must be pretty high after this win. But tell me a little bit about the team's mentality and morale from the last few weeks.
I haven't really talked to my teammates about how they feel. Personally, I've been feeling pretty down and super stressed, especially after last week. I feel like I just let everything be, and I didn't really know how to take charge because everyone in the team takes charge. As in, our coaching staff does so much, Björk does so much too, and there's just everyone doing a lot. So I just thought, okay, well, I'll just let people do their thing, and then I just felt like I could do more, and I just felt stressed out because I couldn't really impact the games or change things to better. But after the meeting, I guess, after assigning roles and just giving me a little bit more responsibilities and stuff, things have been getting better. So yeah, I feel more confident now in my play because I feel like I can impact every game a lot more. So I guess that's what's changed, and winning today means that things are going the right way. I don't really care if we're stronger than Echo Fox or if we're weaker than Echo Fox. It doesn't really matter because at the end, it's all about playoffs. And I mean, if things keep going the right way, it's going to be really good for TSM. I mean, the org is what it is, right? Like, they're known for being really good, and we're going to make sure that that stays that way. I think I've been lucky enough to have really good teammates during all my career. So I've always done well. And I think a little bit of it is part of me, like of me doing well too. So I think if I just keep riding the boat, eventually we'll probably just win the split. So I'm just going to lay back and keep working hard, and it's all going to go well.
Meteos, congratulations on that victory. With this win, does it mean that the team has found that one agreed-upon play style?
Well, I think we're moving in that direction for sure. Our practice has been a lot better, and I think we're getting better, and I was happy with how we played.
Picking up the second win in a row, the last week against CLG, did that victory give you guys a confidence boost to take down Cloud9 today?
I think that win, yeah, it was pretty big for our morale and confidence, because if we lost that game, we would have been like on a 5-game losing streak and had a negative record, but winning it, so like we end on a win and have a neutral record, so that was really big.
And it's difficult to measure win performance when you are on that losing streak, but did the team learn anything from that?
Yeah, I think we try to not get too distracted by the results of LCS games because there's a lot of things going on every game that we have to work on, like communication, rotations, vision, all that stuff. And we've been getting better over time for sure. Sometimes we're going to drop games, but we're just looking to keep getting better.
Well, today you played against one of your closest friends, Sneaky. What are your interactions like before and after games
With Sneaky?
against him?
Oh, we didn't talk too much before this one, but yeah, we're pretty good friends, and we usually have a good time when we talk.
Well, you guys are doing the lounge stream with Freak today. You're going to talk a lot more then. What are your expectations going into that?
I think it'll be a lot of fun. I hope everyone goes and watches that stream. It's going to be a good time.
Congratulations on that win. Now, last week you guys did have an 0-2 result. Did that performance affect the team's mentality at all? And how were you able to turn that into a win today?
It kind of affected our mentality, like in a good way, I guess, because we were trying to find more problems in our play. And this game, we still had a lot of like crucial mistakes, but we're working towards trying to be more clean, I guess.
Have you identified what you would think is the core issue for Team Liquid?
I think the main thing, yeah, we do, but there's still a lot of small things that we should work on. Which like it can be either macro or even micro. We still have a lot to learn, and our coaching staff is doing really well.
And how, along with the coaching staff, what steps are you taking to kind of address those issues?
It can be mainly like individually. They bring us to like just talk about what plays went wrong, and then what plays that we can do as a team better. But I don't know. It just feels really weird right now because I think we know what our mistakes are, but it's just really hard to change it in the game.
Now, at the beginning of the split, the community was really hyping up Team Liquid as like the powerhouse of NA. And although the standings no longer really represent it, do you still think that you're one of the strongest teams in the NALCS?
I think we can be the best team in NALCS, but right now we still have a lot to learn, and yeah, it shows that we're just still kind of not the best team, I guess.
Well, you're working on it. Congratulations again on your match, Smithy. And no pentakill this game, but you have picked up Clutch Gaming's 5th win in a row. What's happening behind the scenes that's allowing you to perform so well?
I think it's just the process. Like, we're learning so much so quickly, and I feel like our coaching staff is doing such a good job, and also the players are working really hard. And yeah, it just feels great, you know, to win and also see a lot of progress.
Tell me what happened in that game-winning dragon fight, because it seemed like it was chaotic at a point, and then you guys came out.
Yeah, it was kind of a stall when you are like 5 against 5 at the dragon, and then I think their account kind of messed up, and then we killed one guy. And if you kill one guy so late in the game, then you cannot lose the fight. And we had Sion ulti as well, and then they got the caught out of position. So yeah, I think they messed up, but we obviously played well.
Well, looking at your opponents for today, CLG, how did their performance today compare to when you played them the first time?
I mean, I think they had a pretty good early game. Obviously, they have a really strong bot lane, so they could take our towers. But then, like, I feel like I don't really like the Falcons pick at all. Like, obviously, they played well around it, but I feel like we played pretty poorly. Like, we gave them the comeback, kind of, or I did, because I played pretty bad. So, yeah, I just don't really like their draft, and I think we had better picks. So, but I think they have a good plan. You know, they can definitely win against teams playing like this.
Now this week, the 8.4 patch has come out. There's a lot of changes to mid lane. What are your thoughts on the patch so far?
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see a lot of mid lane changes. I haven't really got into it too much. Like, the patch already comes out like 2 days before we play LCS, so I try to not play. I play solo queue obviously, but I try to play the champions that don't require with the new item builds. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I have to look into it, and it's gonna be exciting for sure. And the guy who tier crafts the most is gonna stand out ahead, so it's gonna be fun.
Are there any surprise champions that you think are gonna pop up in the mid lane, or ones that you're hoping for?
Well, I think Victor is gonna be good again, so I'm really excited to pick up Victor again. We saw Caps today in the ULCS. He was carrying so hard, so yeah.
I'm here with Dokla. Congratulations on that win and your NALCS debut. How excited were you coming into this game?
Yeah, I was pretty excited to get a chance to play in LCS. You know, this is something like every league player, you know, aspires to be. And then
Your NALCS debut.
Nothing to show for it anymore. Optic Gaming, you know, just moving right up there. That today it was going to be Dokla playing. We'll see what it looks like. But now we're going to send it down to Avli to hear from Optic Gaming's rookie top laner.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Dokla. Congratulations on that win and your NALCS debut. How excited were you coming into this game?
Yeah, I was pretty excited to get a chance to play in LCS. You know, this is something like every league player, you know, aspires to be, and then, you know, the dream came true for me. So really happy to be here.
Tell me a little bit about your journey this week, coming in and preparing for this weekend.
Yeah, so it was a lot of flights from Dallas. So yeah, so just fly in Monday. You know, week's worth of practice. You know, it's really good to have scrims against LCS teams instead of academy teams. You know, I feel like I'm improving, and yeah, it's really good.
You prepared for both Academy and LCS this week. Is there a bit of stress that's added on for both of those, or was it just step 1, 2?
It was just step 1, 2. I feel like, yeah, Academy games were pretty easy relative to the LCS ones. I mean, Golden Guardians played pretty well. I mean, I didn't play as well as I would be playing, but maybe that's just stage nerves, but yeah.
And you still had a really nice performance in this game, but what were you looking to prove by playing?
So with this game, I was just looking like I can compete with LCS players. So it's my first time doing it. I feel like I did an okay job. Could definitely do better, but it's first game.
I feel again, oh now